to jump on. I'm still not back, obviously. I'm out on the road. Just had a chance to stop and squeeze it in tonight, get everybody up to date as far as what happened on Sunday night, because that was kind of a mess. So we'll give everybody a few seconds here and see if anybody gets their notification, sees that we are on just a little bit early tonight. And because I got to keep boogieing, got a lot of stuff to do yet this evening. So it was kind of squeeze it in when I had a chance or not do it at all. And after things went haywire on a Sunday night, I wanted to at least jump on for one thing and see if it was going to work. And apparently it's working, because we're going right now, and it looks like we've got a few people hopping on. There's Peter. So like I said, guys, I apologize. We're a little bit early tonight, but since I'm not back yet, I got to kind of work with what I got. Yep, we're here, Matt. Hey, there's Pete. So anyway, like I said, the guys that are waiting until 7, they'll just have to catch this when they get to it. But it was do it now or not do it. So I thought we would squeeze it in. But yeah, that sure did definitely went south, Bill. But anyway, hey, there's Joe. What happened apparently after I got back to hotel, had time to sort things out, and read through the notes that I was sent from YouTube. Apparently, the cap gun was a little too much for YouTube. So that's it was, I don't remember. There was a whole bunch of, threatening and weapons and all kinds of stuff from the cap gun is what they didn't like. Now, when they flipped me off on and shut us down immediately, my screen just said streaming unauthorized content. But apparently the cap gun is what put YouTube over the edge. So I guess bear that in mind if you have a cap gun in your video, because they don't like it. They definitely didn't like that one. So like I said, there was a paragraph of what it did, why they flagged it as a violation, blah, 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 blah. So exactly, Peter. I don't think there's anybody on here that didn't have one, but it's too menacing and threatening of a weapon for YouTube. I know, Bill. That's what I don't understand. And that's exactly what I thought, Pete. We were a couple minutes past the cap gun at that point, but I don't know. Hey, there's Leo. But like I said, if you guys have an answer, I'm all ears, because I don't have an answer. But that's what it was. The cap gun put it over the edge. Couldn't handle the cap gun. That's another very good question, Peter. Our cap gun was a little bit too much. Maybe it was the big plastic cap on the end of the barrel. I don't know. It was, like I said, it was shocking, and it's like, whatever. There isn't anything we can do about it. They killed it. I actually tried to jump back on to at least let you guys know what I was seeing, and they would not allow me to go live. That's why I thought, if nothing else, I didn't want to miss tonight, just to at least test it, make sure we didn't have any issues. We are actually going to look at a couple of toys, though. A couple of toys that Addie found. So we're just looking at them real quick tonight. We're going to spend some time with them when we get back. But I didn't want to at least not have a toy on tonight, right? So that's true. That's a good point, Pete. What if we'd had caps and started firing off the caps, too? That may have put the whole system into a tailspin. Who knows? But Mike from Texas is here. That's what happened, according to what my memo was from YouTube. Hey, there's Dan. But they didn't like it. It was too threatening and too violent and blah, 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 blah. So, however, it did not end up, they said they didn't put a strike on the account. They didn't penalize me for anything. They just pulled the video down. It is appealable. I didn't appeal it yet. I haven't decided if it's really worth the time or aggravation to try to appeal it. That could be it too, Leo. I'm sure it was AI monitoring. I'm sure that's probably what it was. That's all I can figure. I'm sure at some point, whatever, because YouTube has a crazy monitoring system. And that's why when it said streaming unauthorized content, I thought they thought I was like trying to stream a football game or something that I didn't have licensed on there. But that could have been it too, Pete. It could have been because I pointed it at the camera with the big yellow plastic cap on the end of it. Who knows? But whatever it was, I think it was AI generated. I think that's what sent it over the edge. But regardless, it was out of our control. They would not allow me back on, period, that night. But it supposedly it's like I said, it did not affect my account. So it didn't hurt anything. We're still here. I threw a short up yesterday just to test it to make sure the short went fine, and actually did fairly well. Had no problems getting on tonight, so this test was good as well. Hey, there's Frank. And that could be it too, Peter. They may be changing some of the analytics. So yeah, John, we are live. That's what happened. From what I can make out of what YouTube sent me, was the cap gun was just way too much for their monitoring system. So anyway, at least we know it works. At least we know we're back on. We're going to look at a couple toys real super quick. I'm not going to get a lot of time in with them because I want to spend some time with these toys. We can't have Toy Tuesday without looking at a couple of super cool pieces from the Marks company. Where's the maker's mark on this one?
On the butt.
On the butt. Oh, there it is. That's what we try to do, Leo. But there again, another piece from Marks. These are called pieces Addie found. I'm gonna get these back. We're gonna spend a little time with them. We can't have Toy Tuesday without sharing you some sort of toys. That's true, Peter. No cowboys and Indians, just puppy dogs. We can maybe play with puppy dogs. I don't know, unless the puppy dog's too threatening. I'm not real sure. 10 Marks puppy dog. Still out on the road, heading back. Huh?
You're loud.
Oh, sorry. I'm too loud.
These walls are thin.
So anyway, one other super killer piece that I want to check out. Another Marks piece. This one we're absolutely going to spend some time with. Yeah, then maybe that was animal cruelty. We see the Marks on this one as well. Super excited about this piece. We're going to spend a lot of time with this because there's a lot of variations of it. The Marks turnover tank. Super excited about this one. I know you guys are going to love this. Hey, there's John Anderson stopping by. That's true, Joe. The dog might need a leash. He's pretty ferocious. These big floppy ears might flap you to death. So yeah, these are actually great toys. That's another good point. Matt, what if we get one running and it backfires? Ooh, boy, that may put everything off the rails again. So anyway, like I said, quick test run tonight. Wanted to make sure we were up and going. I apologize to you guys who were going to jump on later, but this was kind of the only window I was going to have. We got a lot of stuff tonight. You're going to try to get home tomorrow. And of course, we'll have a regular video up tomorrow night as well as Friday night. And then in theory, we are going to be back on Sunday. But at least we know we can go live. We know the system is functioning, and hopefully we're good to go. We're going to get these toys loaded up, and we'll get headed home and get regrouped a bit. And obviously things went haywire Sunday night, but at least we know we are functioning. But anyway, that's the scoop. That's what happened, according to what they sent me. Fortunately, like I said, no strikes on the account, no long-term repercussions. Obviously, we're up and going right now, and no issues. I didn't have any issues logging in. It clicked right in, no problems. So keep our fingers crossed. It wasn't a big deal. Isn't going to affect anything. We just know we can't auction off any more cap guns because it's just too much. Sounds like a plan to me, Leo. Anyway, we're going to get back to work, try to get everything wrapped up, and get ready to get back to a normal schedule later this week. So, and that's about all I've got. Just wanted to give you a quick update. Appreciate you guys that did jump on early tonight, and hopefully this will be out there for the guys that kept jump on at 7 and know that that's kind of what we're up at, what happened, and that we should be good to go from here. So. Thanks, Pete. I thought that would be fun. I thought you guys would have a blast. All 4 of the hubcaps came straight off the wall, and Kevin Brown cleaned house on those. That was a good time. Like I said, he's like, "You want to buy this? You want this?" I was like, "You know what? I got an idea for tonight," and that literally that came together like at 4 o'clock on Sunday. So I thought that would be kind of fun, as he was just grabbing stuff. Like, hey. And so I'm glad you guys had a blast with that. It was definitely a different auction scenario. That's true, John. No, probably better not get any slingshots. Keep all that stuff off the channel. So, yeah, we'll hopefully we'll be back on a normal schedule Sunday night. Gray Kitty will be there with us if she decides to make an appearance, and we'll be back on a somewhat normal, even keel. So, anyway, thanks for stopping by tonight, jumping on a little bit early with me since this is the only time I had. Got a lot of good stuff to get going tonight. Got to get going on all those projects and try to get loaded and be back home and get some work done. So, looks like we're caught up on comments. You bet, Joe. That. Like I said, that was the big thing about trying to jump on and do a test run tonight, get you guys up to speed of what happened. Apologize. There's obviously just wasn't anything I could do about it. But we're going to move forward from here, and hope to see you guys all Sunday night. Thanks for stopping by tonight. Stay tuned, more new content coming up, and we will see you Sunday night for some more Gearhead Interactive live chat with 100% less cap guns from here on. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you Sunday night.